Welcome. So, intro video, guys. We're about to get started in 3 or 4 days. 3 days.
3 days.
Starts on Monday. So, basically, this is an intro video about what is going to be going down for the next 28 days, what you guys need to expect, and a little bit of reason why we're doing this as well. So, we're going to kind of give you guys a bit of a story of why we do this or why we're so passionate about it, starting with me. So, my story basically starts with me being a naughty kid. Essentially, I got into a pretty bad place all through high school and college. I got into a lot of trouble, and I just seemed to always be chasing my tail. I definitely did not do well at school. I just managed to pass. Didn't really know what I was going to do with my life. I always knew I had a bit of passion to do with health and with fitness, but I guess that came from my martial arts, and that really saved me from a dark place. So again, like I was in trouble with authorities and just hanging around the bad people, bad environments. And because I was around the bad people, I developed really bad habits, because we develop habits around the people that we spend the most time with. So the martial arts is what saved me. I developed a movement practice from that, and tried to stretch. I tried to eventually meditate as well, because for me, I was always physically ready. I was gifted physically, luckily, but the mind was the thing that let me down. So when I competed, I was nervous. I didn't know how to control my thoughts. I was up and down. It was like my mind was a roller coaster. And sometimes even that got me into a dark place. So from that movement practice and trying to better myself as a martial artist, I really found a passion for mobility, because it made my body feel good. I found a passion for breathing techniques or meditating, because it made my mind a little bit clearer and I could think a little bit more. And from there it evolved, and I really found a way to control my thoughts through these little tools and tricks and techniques, journaling being a big one. And from there, now I'm a coach and I teach people fitness. I'm a personal trainer, but we're heading down the path a little bit more of helping people with nutrition, helping people with mindset, and I'm coaching a lot of fighters now on this same stuff that I had to go through, and seeing really, really good results. And it's really giving me a lot of sense of purpose, and because I'm so passionate about this stuff, and that's kind of why I want to teach you guys, because we love you guys, what we're passionate about and what keeps us going, what keeps us passionate, keeps our bodies functioning the best we can.
Yeah, very true. A little bit about my story. So where I found my passion, I guess, for the fitness industry and for nutrition and health as well. So I've always been really into sport all throughout my life and all throughout my childhood. Never really stuck to one as such. It was always kind of changing. I was trying lots of different things because I just loved it. Anything where I was moving my body. And nutrition-wise, I was always quite healthy, but as being a female especially and going through teenage years, there's other influences, there's social anxiety. You kind of start comparing yourself to other girls in your grade, you start comparing yourself to girls on TV and in magazines, and it just creates a really bad body image or idea of what a body image or a perfect body should be. And that's where I started to get towards eating disorders and things, as most girls do go through. It's just not something that's talked about enough. But basically someone very dear to me helped me out through that and got me into the gym, and then that's where I started actually doing a bit more of a bodybuilding kind of training, and comes with that is like tracking your calories and your macros and starting to really kind of find a bit of a niche there. But then I found that I was really quite anxious about what I was eating. I was like, oh, I've had too many calories today, or I haven't had enough, and it just created a really bad relationship with food, and I was unhappy and I was obsessive, and it wasn't a good way to live, and it wasn't a maintainable way of life. So then I decided to ditch all that, and I just started trying to actually listen to my body, started learning things off myself and from other people, started just training however my body felt that it needed to be trained, if it needed to be rested, if it needed to be worked hard, and then I could do a kick-ass workout or whatever it was. And with my food, I started just eating when I was hungry, not eating when I was full. I started feeling what my body needed and feeling what it doesn't need. And then that's when I started really building a love for food and a love for training, and now I've never been happy. I'm living the dream at the moment, and I've got a really good relationship with food. We love our food, as you guys I'm sure see from our posts and the amount that we eat. But so basically that's what I want to try and teach to other people, especially young females or anyone else that's going through similar things. Just trying to teach you that you don't need to track everything. It's just a bad misconception in, I think, the fitness industry, that everything needs to be tracked with your nutrition and things like that. So there's other ways.
Yeah, so before we start anything in life, we should always know the reason why we're doing something. So essentially that's our why. It's our story of why mindset, why movement, and why nutrition is so important to us, because it gives us a sense of passion and happiness and all these awesome things that come with really thinking about movement as a practice and trying to move all the time. Thinking about nutrition as something we do, we love and we enjoy, and fueling our body to make us feel and perform better rather than look good. And then the mindset part of it's super important as well. And if we've got tools and tricks and all these little things that we use and we're going to try and teach you guys to make our mind focus and work and function better, then life's just going to be a little bit easier, and stressful scenarios are going to be easier to manage. So essentially, yeah, that's the why we're doing this, and hopefully we can really help you guys out with maybe some, I don't know, maybe you guys need more nutrition help or movement help, or maybe it's all of it. That's essentially why we're doing it, is to help you guys feel, perform, and function better. And then the byproduct of all this stuff is you're going to look better, absolutely. You're going to feel happier, absolutely. But they shouldn't be the end goals. They're just the byproduct of what we're trying to achieve.
Exactly, that's super important what Khan just said. So as a little rundown of like the next 28 days for you guys, as you know, the 3 main focuses are going to be mindset, nutrition, and movement. But we are going to put a bit more of an emphasis on nutrition in the first 2 weeks. We're going to really stress the importance of that and really try and coach you through those first 2 weeks as much as we can on the nutrition side of things. Then in the second 2 weeks, that's where we're going to push the mindset of it a bit more. I'm going to really educate you, hold your hand. We're going to really make sure that you guys feel comfortable the whole way through. Now movement-wise, we will have 4 different challenges. So 1 through each week. They're just mini little movement challenges that we're going to give to you guys throughout the whole 28 days. They're going to be lots of fun. Might sound like a lot of things that you've got to do for now, but we promise that we're formatted in a way where it's really structured and it's going to flow really nicely, and it won't be too overwhelming for you. We are here to help you guys throughout the whole thing. So it's going to be great. We're super excited.
Yeah, and then the next what part that's just going to be going through the whole 28 days is essentially this idea of habit formation. So we're not going to be like, oh, here's all these habits that you guys have to do straight away. We're basically going to start with 2, and then we're going to increase 1 habit every 3 days. But that's structured in the journal or the papers that we're going to give and send to you guys. And all you need to do is start to track them. Yeah, because when we're forming habits or creating new habits, it's much more to do with the repetition of the habit, not so much the amount of time. So there's studies saying it's like 66 days to form a new habit. It's actually the repetition, the amount of times you do it. And then on top of that, a way to actually track or know that you are doing the habit is to tick it off or to track it. So that's why we're going to give you the journal, and that's essentially what keeps us on track with our habits, the little things, the little 1%er things that we know they're going to make a big difference in our life, or even the next few months down the track that might not seem so good in the moment, but they'll make a big difference later. All right, final thing is the how. How's all this going to work? At the end of the day, we cannot stress the importance of actually giving your all in this. Like you gotta do something with this. We're gonna hold your hands and offer you this information as much as we can, but if you don't do anything with it, nothing's gonna happen. So that's why on the very first page of your journal or your papers, there's the quote, you only get out what you put in. And basically that just means how much effort you put in is how much reward you're gonna get back. So this is just the idea, and it's one of the hardest things as coaches, is compliance. So the idea of compliance is basically we offer information, we offer these ideas, we facilitate what you should be doing, trying to help you guys, but unless you actually go do it, do the work, nothing's going to happen. And it can be a little bit frustrating, and it can be a little bit hard, but at the end of the day, it's just like, we can't actually put too much stress on ourselves if you guys don't do it, because it's not our responsibility. We just want to help you as much as we can, and then all we ask is that you actually put some effort in. Now maybe you go through the whole 28 days and there's not that much difference. Unlikely, but it could happen. But at least at the end of it, you're like, yeah, I gave my all and I really tried, and it wasn't for me. That's fine. Maybe, or hopefully, and most likely, you're gonna like get to the end of the 28 days and be like, wow, all this stuff really helps. It makes my mind better. My body feels better when I wake up. I've got a little bit more energy. I'm performing better. My passion and kind of excitement for life is better. So that's what we're trying to do. But like I said, that compliance is the only thing that's going to make it work, and at the end of the day, that's up to you guys.
So one thing we do want you guys to all do is take a photo of yourself. I know it might not be a particular goal for you, but take a photo on day 1 or before day 1, so you have some data to compare to at the end of the challenge. So a photo of your eyes, so you can see the color of your eyes, skin, so you can see if your skin clears up or color changes, and also your body if you would like to, frontal and side on. So then you have a photo at the start. You can do one halfway through if you like, or weekly, that is up to you, but also one at the very end, because you're always going to notice these things last on yourself, but if you have something physical to look at, you're going to really see it. And also we might ask for it if you feel comfortable at the end, that we can have a copy of it so that we can also share your amazing story. apart from that, the biomarkers, we will talk about that future videos. I think we've got that tomorrow, so we'll explain that tomorrow. But I think that's it for now.
Yeah, all you guys need to do is just make sure, stay active on the Facebook page, keep commenting, talking. If we've got community, that compliance is going to be a little bit easier to hold each other accountable. And watch the video every day, please, please, please. Just take out 10 minutes out of your day. They're not going to be any longer than this one. This is probably the longest video you watch. So yeah, just watch that video every day for us and ask questions, please, on that Facebook group. That's why we've got that.
We're here for you guys the whole way through, so use us. Super
Peace.
excited. Bye! I think that was good.
That was awesome.